Are you trying to make sense of your finances? Are you feeling overwhelmed by all this money talk about budgeting, saving, investing? Does all this have your head spinning? Stick around. We're going to go through some practical tips on where to get started when it comes to your finances, especially as a beginner. Let's start by first understanding what is financial literacy. And I'm going to read the definition. Financial literacy is understanding how money works, how it is earned, managed, and spent. And this is taken from Money Advice and Budgeting Services. Hi, my name is Priscilla. Welcome to Savvy Spendy Saver, where I help millennials find the sweet spot between spending and saving money. Start with the basics, like budgeting, which is a plan for how you're going to spend your money. Savings, you can save for an emergency fund. You can also save to reach a financial goal. Think about investing. How are you going to make your money grow? And the other aspect to think about is debt management. If you find yourself in debt, how are you planning to pay this debt away? You need to know which is the best debt repayment method that's gonna work for you. Number 2, read friendly finance books. Keep it simple. Get a book that is easy for you to understand. Don't get a book that is full of financial jargon, because that will stress you out because you don't even understand it. And also, you will get put off. You will struggle to read the book, and eventually you will put the book aside, which defeats the purpose. You are trying to become financially literate. Start from where you are. And if it's basic, just start from the basic and you will work your way up into reading more advanced books. I also recommend The Psychology of Money, understanding our mindset, understanding our habits. Check out that book as well. Number 3, read financial blogs. Find a blog about personal finance that you feel the person who's written the blog, like they're speaking directly to you. They're not condemning you. They're holding your hand throughout the journey. Some of the blogs that I like are Clever Girl Finance. There's also Budget Mom. Those are blogs that I like to hop on often because I find them so relatable to my situation, and I also like the practical tips they apply. Number 4, listen to podcasts. I love podcasts because you are not tied down to a screen. You could be exercising, going for a walk, commuting to work, cooking, cleaning. Just pop in your earpods and you're good to go. That is another way you can consume the information. Number 6, you can take online courses. I have to be cautious about this. There's so many courses out there. You need to take it from someone who you feel is reputable, someone who aligns with your values. So be very cautious to which course you are signing up to. I know there are platforms where you can see these courses such as Udemy or Skillshare, but you need to vet the course that you're taking. Make sure it's a course that's addressing your financial pain points. Make sure it's a course that you're going to get value out of. So even email the person who's created the course. Will it address this point? Will it address that point? This is where you are with your finances, and this is what you're hoping the course will address. If it does not meet those needs, do not buy that course. So make sure you're vetting the course that you're about to take to make sure that it meets your needs, because that's a lot of money that you will be spending, and you want to make sure that you're getting value for money. Attend financial workshops or a masterclass. Some of these are free and sometimes they are paid. Start with a free class. The reason why I say that is because you want to know that this person is credible and they can deliver. Anybody can sell you a course, but again, you want to make sure that this sounds like somebody credible. They know what they're talking about. And yes, if they've given me so much value in a free class, I can only imagine how much value I'm gonna gain if I do a paid class. So I often suggest you start with a free class. The other thing to bear in mind is always keep it beginner friendly. Remember, we're trying to lay the foundation. We don't want to go to the advanced stuff that's only going to cause us confusion. We want to keep it basic and beginner friendly. Number 8, financial literacy is not just about getting information, assimilating information. You need to be practical about it. And to put all this knowledge you've gained to work, practice budget. Number 8, practice budgeting. Can I be honest with you? Your first budget is not going to be perfect. And that is okay. Do not beat yourself up. Be kind to yourself. If you've made mistakes, that is fine. Acknowledge the mistake, learn from it, and keep it moving. Your budget will only get better if you do not quit and if you learn from the mistakes that you've made along the way. Also, keep it real. Work with real numbers. If you know that your income is £1,000 and you're creating a budget for 1,500, how is that going to be realistic? And that's the word. Keep your budget as realistic as possible. Be honest with your income. Be honest with your expenses and work from that angle. Educate yourself about credit. Learn how it works. Why do you need to have good credit? Why is it important to keep your credit score high? Learn how to use credit responsibly. This is important when it comes to learning how to manage money. Your credit score, give it the VIP treatment it deserves, because much later it will be useful to you when you're applying for that house and the interest rate is set low. That is because they can see that you have managed your money well. You've kept your credit score high. Learn to spot any unusual mistakes. Check your credit file on a regular basis. Number 10, build an emergency fund. This is a non-negotiable. You need to have an emergency fund. The unexpected happens, and you want to know that you've got those expenses covered. An emergency fund is a lifeline for your finances. If an emergency happens, you just want to feel like you've got yourself covered. It's not going to stress you out much, because all you need to do is transfer the money to address the emergency. You don't want to exacerbate the emergency by you're now stressed out, you're anxious because you have no idea how you're going to deal with the emergency. Put money aside every month. 2, build an emergency fund. And number 11, financial literacy is the work of a lifetime. Become a lifelong student. Always brush up on your financial literacy skills. Read up on the latest about financial literacy and make sure, number one, it is coming from a credible and reliable source. With financial literacy, you never arrive. It is an ongoing journey. Look at it like a marathon. You just keep going and going, and that takes the pressure of feeling like I have to learn about investing, budgeting, I have to learn about debt management, that you have to do so many things at once. No, you just need to stay focused on one particular thing. Grow in that area. If it's budgeting, grow in the area of budgeting until you feel confident, until you can see you're confident, and then move on to another area. If you did not watch my previous video on things we did not learn about finances while at school, click on the video that's right up here. Thanks for watching.